Hey everyone, welcome to Test Kitchen Live. We're so happy to have you here tonight, live from the Pampered Chef Test Kitchen. We are going to be springing into flavor. Thank goodness it's finally spring. I want to know in the chat, first of all, as you guys are joining, where are you joining from and what are you looking forward to most in the spring? Gardening and planting, getting outside, picnics, fresh produce, maybe some new spring recipes. So put in the chat. We'd love to hear from all of you. My name is Sandy. I lead the culinary team here at Pampered Chef, and I'm super excited to be here today to show you new recipes, new products, tips and tricks, and some new faces. I love the guest stars, but one face that isn't new, but we love this face is Abby. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Sandy. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat just like every month, and make sure you participate because there might be some surprises along the way.
I think for sure there'll be some fun surprises along the way. So we're going to get started with a recipe that is almost like too easy. And please put it in the chat if you have made it. It's the tater tot casserole. But we are not making it in the rectangular baker. We're making it in our enameled cast iron 14 by 10 pan. And this pan just so happens to be on sale until April 15th. It is $100 off in the US and more than $100 off for Canada. Love this pan. Again, this is enameled cast iron, a 14 by 10 pan. Great roasting pan. As you see, it comes with this rack that is really amazing because it lets the air circulate around your food, around your meat if you're doing a big roast. It also lifts your food up. Something cool, I have to admit, that I just learned. It's got a little locking mechanism for the handles so that when it's in the pan, these handles don't fall on your food, which is really cool. And then when you're ready, it lifts your food right out. We're not going to use this today. I'm going to just put it over here. Really great for baked pastas, casseroles, lasagnas. I love it for roasting vegetables. Cleans up like a dream because of that enamel cast iron. Goes into the dishwasher. Please put in the chat, what is your favorite thing about this pan? Maybe you've made our chicken divan recipe, which is super delicious. But again, we're going to be making our tater tot casserole in here, and I'm doubling the recipe. So really easy, you just double everything except for the tater tots. So super simple. I have a couple pounds of ground pork sausage right here in my 5-quart saute pan. How many of you watched the first Test Kitchen Live where I went on quite a tangent on how to brown ground meat properly? I'm going to give you the Cliff's Notes version today because since we're talking all about flavor, one really great way to get a lot of flavor in your recipes with any type of ground meat is to brown it correctly. You don't want to just start breaking up your meat right when you put it in the pan. It's going to start steaming and your meat will kind of look gray. You're not going to get great flavor. What you want is that browning, and you want lots of surface area. So come in and look what I did. This is just the sausage kind of flattened out. And I'm using my mix and chop spatula, which is wonderful because you can chop, drain, mix, scoop, and serve. If you notice, it's got these draining holes right here, which is awesome when you have greasier meat. Like let's say you're making taco meat and you want to serve right out of the pan into your tacos. Your meat just drains right there and you serve right out of it. So back to my pork, I'm just flattening it out. You want to flatten it out and get it nice and brown on both sides. This recipe's fun because, I think I'm ready to flip. Yeah, I'm ready to flip it. I had this going in the back for just a little while to speed up the process. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. See that nice browning? This recipe is great. It uses pork sausage. You could use turkey sausage. You could even use a plant-based sausage if you like. It's really easy to customize. But this is really what gives it that nice flavor. You got to get that awesome browning. What I also love about this recipe is you can make it the night before. Just assemble it and then pop it in the oven the morning that you're ready for a brunch. You can make this breakfast for dinner. What do you think, Abby? Anybody excited about the tater tot
Everyone's
casserole?
so excited about this pan. For those that have it, they love it. For those that don't, they've got their eyes on it. So let's see what we can do with it today, Sandy.
Let's see what we can do with it. And really quickly, if you're a host in April, there are 20 pieces of cookware that are 60% off. Is that right? Including this pan. I call this pan my one-pot meal maker because I use it at home all the time. Wonderful high walls. It goes right into the oven, goes into the dishwasher. I also love the helper handle with the silicone helper handle protector to help you lift your food. I'll show you in a second. Real quick, back to the mix and chop spatula. It even has a thumb rest. Did you guys know that? So when I see people using it like this in the test kitchen, I'm like, just rest your thumb. Just take it easy. Put your thumb where it's supposed to go. Take it easy. It's so easy. And of course, our Brilliance cookware has this beautiful blue color on the outside. Non-stick on the inside and the outside, but I love the blue color. It matches every kitchen. The non-stick ability is incredible. All right, this is looking pretty amazing. How do you guys like that browning? Anybody learn something new with my browning tip? It's also just more fun to brown your meat like this. You really feel like, oh, look what I just did. So satisfying. Okay. So this ground pork is going to go into my enamel pan. By the way, hope everybody had a nice Easter you celebrated. I was going to say this pan, really great for holidays coming up. I celebrate Greek Easter for anyone else who does, so that's this weekend. I think this pan's going to come in super handy. Maybe I'll just make the tater tot casserole. All right, so this is going to get transferred into my pan. Easy. And then I just have some frozen onions and bell peppers. That's going to go right into the pan. A little bit of that fat's left over. That's okay. That's going to help give it some good flavor. So let's talk about these frozen peppers and onions. You could totally make this with fresh, no problem. But I love keeping some frozen veggies in my freezer. They cook faster because they're cooked and then blanched. So they're already partially cooked. So it's going to cut down on the cooking process. And also, frozen fruits and vegetables have the same nutrition information as fresh. So it's just a shortcut. Again, you could totally use fresh for this recipe. No big deal. But I have a lot to show you. We have a lot to get to. So this is just a little shortcut. All right. Look how pretty that is, by the way. Just the brightness of the peppers. You could use any color peppers that you want in this. That's going to cook pretty fast. Okay, so while that is cooking, let's see if I'm high enough. I think I am. I'm going to grate some cheese. I already have some cheese grated here for you. I have our adjustable coarse grater, and I'm just going to grate the remainder. Love grating fresh cheese. So much more budget friendly to grate your own. Lasts longer, tastes better, melts better. Easy. So again, because I doubled this recipe, this is a whole lot of cheese. This is 4 cups of cheese. The original recipe is just 2 cups. That's looking good. I think this is Monterey Jack. Yeah, this is Monterey Jack cheese, which gives some nice flavor in this recipe, but you could use whatever you want. And then I have a dozen eggs here in my classic batter bowl. I'm going to give these a whisk. Of course, our classic batter bowl is going to come in so handy because you're just going to pour this egg mixture all over the ground meat and veggies. And then I have a couple cups of cream, heavy cream. You could also use half and half. And then I'm going to add about half the cheese. And then you guys, we're ready to put this together. Can't even believe this. How easy can it be? Abby, are you a brunch for dinner or a breakfast for dinner type of gal?
I don't do it often.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely like a savory breakfast. So
Okay.
this is right up my alley.
Abby's been excited to try this all day.
I
She's
mean,
like,
put me on blast, Sandy.
she's like, when are we gonna get that tater tot casserole?
I'm gonna have to give the recipe to my mother-in-law. She loves a breakfast casserole.
Pamperedchef.com, folks. It's right online. And then again, if you want to try it in that enamel pan, just double it, everything but the tater tots. This is looking pretty good. And then these are looking good too. You can just kind of tell they're gonna soften, brighten in color just a little bit. And then we'll add that to the veggies. That's great. Okay. Oops. Get our helper handle. Pour that all in. Okay. Give this a mix. Look how pretty.
We got a few comments about the color. Love a colorful dish.
I love a colorful dish, and I love this the color of this pan.
Yeah.
Totally oven to table ready. So beautiful. I love our enameled cast iron. It always makes me just like feel.
It feels fancy.
It feels a little fancy when you're cooking. You kind of just feel like a pro. All right. The rest of the cheese is gonna go over the top. Let's give this a pour. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Doesn't have to be perfect. As even as you can get it. All right, and then I'm gonna need Abby's help because I have like 50 tater tots. I don't think you guys wanna watch me place 50 tater tots over the top. Let's get these going.
Should we dump them and then spread them out, or how do we do it?
Sure, you can. That'll be a little faster.
Like, really
yeah.
Dump some and then.
We'll dump some. So these are just tater tots. You don't have to thaw them or anything. Really simple. Abby, I think you had some other good news about this pan.
This pan is on sale till the 15th only, but hosts this month get $100 free product value when U.S. hosts parties reach $650 and Canadians $750. And so that's in addition to the 60% off cookware. So you could get 100 free product value that you can use on anything, but why not use it towards the sale item, get more bang for your buck? That would make it free for this pan in the US with 100 free product value for the host, or only $29 in Canada.
Holy moly!
So if you're not hosting yet, you could still be a host before the 15th. Reach out to your consultant for details.
This is a great idea. And look up some of the recipes
Yeah.
on here. You got chicken devant, we got a lasagna.
This is in our season's best, right?
This one is our season's best, yeah, and we just doubled it. It's also on pamperedchef.com. Check it out. Like I said, you just kind of feel like a champ when you're.
All right.
We want to see.
Put this one in the oven.
Yeah, that's gonna go in the oven. Abby carries it like a pro. It is a little heavy, but look, she's got it. She's got it down. Okay, great. Oh, you know what? We forgot the cheese on the top.
Oh no.
We forgot the cheese. Gotta have more cheese.
Good thing I'm still holding it over here.
That's right. Good thing she's has no problem holding that pan. Okay, this is just.
How could we forget the cheese?
You gotta have the cheese on the top. It gets all brown.
Someone in the comments said they did pepper jack, and it was super good.
Any cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if we're sprinkling
I'm a
the
Gouda
flavor.
girl.
You're a Gouda girl?
Love Gouda.
That's a fun nickname. Okay.
I mean, I can't say I've ever called myself that before, but first time for everything.
Let's see you lift that up with no problem again.
Oh, is it going to be too heavy with the cheese now?
I don't think so. Okay, looks great. Thank you, Abby. We are going to get started on our next recipe. I'll put this back here. And we're so lucky to have our guest star for today's Pampered Chef Test Kitchen Live, and it is Zach Wilson. He is a project manager, engineer on our product team.
That's right. Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. It's great being here.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
So Zach, tell the folks watching a little bit about what you do here at Pampered Chef.
Like Sandy mentioned, I'm a project engineer, so I'm basically the in-house technical expert on all of our products that we come out with every season. So I give kind of my engineering eye to everything. I work on the design, I help select materials, I work on all of our testing procedures that we do just to make sure we have top-notch Pampered Chef quality.
Love it. Love all that you do. And of course, what's your favorite product?
Oh, cast iron. Absolutely.
Gotta be cast iron. He really is a cast iron pro. We talked a little bit about the enameled cast iron pan that we just saw, and now we're going to talk a little bit more about the raw cast iron, and we're going to be making the balsamic caprese chicken recipe, and that one is in Season's Best too, also online. Really, like, talk about flavor.
Oh, yeah.
You got basil, mozzarella.
All those aromatics. It's so tasty.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
He's already talking about aromatics. Do you like to cook, Zach?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
kind of have to like to cook to work here and have fun. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm preheating this is our new cast iron grill pan skillet with the cast iron grill press. This is gonna preheat 3 to 5 minutes, but Zach also has a really great tip how to make sure your pan is properly preheated.
So if you're new to cast iron, it can be pretty intimidating to figure out, oh man, is my pan hot enough? Is it too cold? Are there hot spots? So what I really like to do is I'll pop it in the oven, and I'll turn my oven up to 250 degrees, and I'll preheat it that way. So that way, as soon as the oven's finished preheating, I know exactly what temperature my pan is at, and I know it's at that perfect searing temperature.
I love that. So just put the pan in the cold oven, turn it to 250, and once it gets there, put it back on your stove.
Exactly.
I love that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. We're gonna be making a little like tomato caprese mixture. You already have one tomato dice in here, and I'm gonna show you guys how to dice the other one. I'm using our coated utility knife, which again is something that was new for spring. It's got a great new handle, and then of course the blade, non-stick, right?
That's right.
Dishwasher safe.
Absolutely.
The non-stick also helps resist stains and corrosion. I'm gonna actually do it this way. This is how I like to dice I got a Roma tomato here. So fresh and delicious. And then we're just gonna mix this with some basil, olive oil, salt and pepper. Slippery little guy. Okay, I like to turn it this way. There we go. So I'm gonna give you this tomato. You can get started.
Excellent.
I'll do my other one too. So Zach's got the herb mill over there. Fun little fact.
Yeah, I've never
First
used it
time.
before. First time today. It's
Well, he used it earlier.
first time today. First time.
You used it
It's
earlier.
pretty easy to use. I definitely am
Yeah.
enjoying it.
It is really fun to use. Really great for herbs like basil, cilantro. You could put parsley in there. It's really better for those like softer herbs, not so much the heartier herbs. I got a little bit more for you.
Oh, perfect.
Of course, I felt like I diced that one perfectly when the camera wasn't on me. The pressure. So that one's fun. You've got a ball in there that kind of acts as the weight. You just keep turning. How's it going?
That's slow.
Okay. It could be slow. Sometimes if the herbs are a little wet too. There we go.
Just gotta get her primed.
It's raining basil. So nice. So, you know, dishwasher safe.
Perfect.
We love it. Then you've got a little bit of garlic with our garlic press,
That's right.
which of course we love because you don't have to peel the garlic or touch it and get your fingers all stinky. We've got our little tool. Nice. And then just some salt and pepper, right? A little twist of both. Perfect. Smelling good already?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's good to go. While he mixes that up, I am going to just cut my chicken in half. So this recipe calls for 3 chicken breasts that you just cut in half to make a little bit smaller. And I love that because how many times do we go to the store and get these huge pieces of chicken? They take a really long time to cook. You're like, is this done? So I love cutting them down. This is our close-in cut. I know that there are some fan faves out there in the chat that can speak to how awesome this thing is for cutting your chicken in half. Also great for bagels. You can put about 1 cup of cherry or grape tomatoes in there and cut them in half. So all you do is just press it down, and it comes with this knife. This is our coated chef's knife. And that's it. Totally cut in half. Didn't have to touch any chicken at all. Who wants to touch the chicken? Not me.
It's always my job at home.
Is it? I could see that.
Not anymore.
Nice. So Zach's just seasoning the chicken with some olive oil. An Italian seasoning?
That's right.
That's right. That's it. Love our
Little
Italian
salt,
seasoning.
little pepper, we'll be good to go.
Little salt and pepper. Yes, because our
You gotta
Italian
salt and pepper.
seasoning is actually salt-free. So you need a little bit of salt.
You
and
gotta
pepper.
kick it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Are you a pepper guy? Here, I can flip those for you.
Oh, great.
I feel like you're either a pepper guy or you're not. You're
Oh, I'm a pepper guy,
Okay,
yeah,
you're a
for sure.
pepper
at the restaurant, they're like, "Really? You sure you want to keep going?"
This
It's like,
big
yeah,
fresh ground
bring it
pepper.
on.
I like
Just
pepper.
the smell is so nice.
It's really nice. Perfect. So we just oiled our cast iron pan
Perfect.
and grill press a little bit, and we've been preheating it. I think it's ready to go, don't
It's
you?
probably right there.
Do you want to place the chicken?
Oh, I gotta finish
Okay,
seasoning these guys.
I'm rushing you. He's taking his time. I like that. We'll flip them again. Smelling good. Perfect.
And you're using the Italian seasoning, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
I love our Italian
Smells so
seasoning.
good out of the container.
Sweet basil rub would be actually really good on this too. And you get double the basil flavor. Little little salt, okay. Oh, look at you! I like that move.
Hit it all at once.
I like that move. I love our salt and pepper grinders.
There we go.
It makes you feel like a pro.
All right.
Alrighty, let's get these in. Thank you. And that sizzle is a good sign,
That's
right?
how you know it's ready.
That's how you know it's ready. No sizzle, no luck.
You can also flick a little water into the pan before you start heating, and you want it to be dancing. That's how you know it's ready.
Is that just a cast iron or really anything, right?
Really anything, yeah.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. This especially helps with cast iron if you're not really sure. Just give it a little spritz, and there you go.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Speaking of good tips about cast iron,
Yeah.
for those out there who maybe are a little new to cast iron or a little intimidated, why don't you talk us through why we need cast iron in our lives and what is it good for?
I mean, it's so durable. It can be used on any kind of cook surface. You can use it on glass cooktops, induction. You can take it out to the grill, which is always really nice. Or you can even take it camping with you and put it right on the campfire if you really want. So it works on anything, which is really, really great.
Super durable,
Yep.
super high heat, right?
Exactly.
And that's how you get those great grill marks. You guys also saw that this pan has the raised ridges.
Exactly, yep. So that just lifts the food up, so that way any drippings that come down, so then you can just keep that really good contact at the bottom of the pan, so you get those really nice deep grill marks.
I like that. And what about the shape? Talk to me about, because our shape is a little unique.
It's
of
a
our
little
cast
unique.
iron.
You see some round ones, you see some square ones out in the marketplace.
Yeah.
We call this the squircle. It's a square, it's
Did
a
you guys hear
circle.
that? Squircle.
Squircle. So you get extra cooking surface in the corner, so it's really just this nice kind of mashup that gives you just a little bit of
more
benefit.
surface area. Yeah, that's a technical term, by the way. Squircle.
Yeah.
And I love how the grill press is also a squircle.
Exactly, so they just mate perfectly together, all those grill lines match up perfectly, and everything fits together very nicely.
And then our grill press also fits our 12-inch cast
right.
iron pan, 10-inch,
And the sizzle
the
skillet.
sizzle skillet, and then our cookware. I think it fits our grill pan as well.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
our non-stick grill pan.
Yep.
And with this grill press, it acts like a weight, right? It can help speed up the cook time, create those nice grill marks.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we love anything that speeds up.
We're all about it, right? I mean, that's why you preheat the press with the grill pan before you
Yes.
start cooking, so you can really just get both going at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love cast iron for shrimp. It's like one of my favorite things. It gets, just so toasty and
Exactly, yeah.
So
Yep, you can get your metal utensils in there, you're not going to
Metal.
mark anything up. It's great. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so while this continues, this cooks on one side. We're going to flip it and put it in the oven. Let's talk a little bit about care, too. I know, again, with the intimidation factor, people are like, how do I clean this thing?
For sure. I mean, number one, let it cool down. The last thing you want to do is take it right from your hot cooking surface and throw it right into the sink with hot water. That's no number
So
one.
cool to the touch.
Cool to
maybe.
the touch.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. But then we also came out with this fantastic little scraper that comes with every grill pan. It has these great grill ridges, so you can really scrape in between all of your grill lines. And then this little cutout here allows you to scrape all the way around your pan, so that way you can make sure you hit every little edge on the grill pan. It's fantastic.
So first step, let it cool down to the touch.
Yep.
Second step,
Give it a little scrape.
Okay.
Yep.
Third
So
step?
third step is if you have any extra bits that are still kind of seem to be stuck on and you can't really get them off, what you can do is you can fill this about halfway with water and then just simmer it for 3 to 5 minutes. And that's going to let all those extra bits come off that you couldn't get off with your scraper.
Easy, okay.
Exactly.
To soak or not to soak?
That's a huge, huge debate. It is an old wives' tale. You can use soap on your cast iron if that makes you feel more comfortable.
You guys heard it from Zach.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
It's not going to ruin your seasoning. It's going to be just okay. It's totally not a big deal.
But I know something that is a big deal that you should not do.
This gets me a little bit. Do not soak your cast iron overnight in the sink.
Okay.
That's going to cause rust. It's going to damage your pan. That is the absolute one no.
Jeez, Zach, we got it. He's very serious. No, I get that. I know a lot of people like to soak their cookware overnight.
For sure.
I'm going to give these a flip with our grill spatulas, which is how amazing. Spatula tongs. Okay, Abby, I have to remember so many names. Sometimes I forget.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you knew it now because it's one of our hottest new items.
One of our hottest items. All right. We got some grill marks going. I wanted to speed it along a little bit, but that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's coming along very good.
Okay. One other good tip I learned, whether it's cast iron or other cookware, if your food is like still sticking, it's not ready to be
It's not ready, yep.
Not ready. Which I think we're cutting it a little close here, but we want to speed it along. And I love how it fits all this chicken.
I know, right?
6 pieces of chicken in there.
Great.
All right. So this, it's very loud. This is going to go into the oven 7 to 9 minutes. I think, yeah, 7 to 9 minutes. We're going to pop a piece of mozzarella cheese. It's just going to get melty over the top. Big flavor, big deliciousness. Speaking of flavor, Abby, you have something else to share about Taste Buds, right?
Pampered Chef is all about flavor, and especially Taste Buds. So Taste Buds is our subscription to bring flavor to your door every single month, and this month it's on sale for 25% off. So Taste Buds specifically is all about exploring new flavors, learning tips for cooking, and getting some insider perks. So some of those perks are getting exclusive seasonings before anyone else can order them from Pampered Chef. They can only come through Taste Buds. And one of the other perks is our add-ons marketplace. So our add-ons marketplace is all of our pantry products that can be added to your subscription shipment every single month. And if that's not enough, right? If you love our brownie mix or our pancake and waffle mix, the 3 onion rub is a really popular one. If you love any of those, that's great. You can get them free shipping in your subscription shipment every month. But sometimes there's other products in the add-ons marketplace, like durable products, that'll be discounted. So if you subscribe by April 16th, you can get in your May shipment 6 different items for 15% off that nobody else can get that sale on. So some of those items are durable, like our Easy Read measuring cups, big favorite. And some of those are seasonings, like our Italian seasoning that Sandy and Zach just used. So if you're interested, definitely reach out to your consultant about Taste Buds to get it this month only for 25% off.
Thanks, Abby. So many cheers for Taste Buds.
Yeah.
It's like instant dinner and flavor inspiration. Okay, so we have our beautiful finished dishes, tater tot casserole. Look at that chicken. Plated it over some nice greens, balsamic drizzle. We got our little tomato basil. So good, but I don't think we can be complete. We gotta finish it off with something.
This is only part of a meal.
Exactly. We gotta finish it off with something sweet. We have some amazing dessert that our Pampered Chef consultant Lori made in her deluxe stand mixer, and we can't wait to see it. Hi, Lori.
Hello. I am so thrilled to be here with you all tonight and to be able to tell you what I am loving about our new stand mixer. I'm going to be making a delicious lemon cake mix cookies with blueberry buttercream frosting, which I think are 2 flavors that go together with a great combination and just scream spring flavors. And I'm going to show you how easy this recipe is to make in our stand mixer. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to take a lemon cake mix, and it can be any brand. And, you know, these cake mixes come in this plastic bag, which are sometimes hard to open. So we have this new bag clip and slicer, and I'm going to position my fingers on the grooves and then just take one edge of the bag and just voila, it comes open very easily and quickly. And I'm going to add that to our mixing bowl. This is a 5.75 quart mixing bowl, and I have found that all of my things that I have combined so far fit into this just perfectly. I'm also going to add to the cake mix a half a cup of vegetable oil, and then I'm going to add 2 eggs. And you all, that is it. That's how easy this is. And then I have my scraper beater on, and I'm going to lower my top into the cake mix. And then I'm going to set this for 45 seconds. Now, before I do, let me tell you what I'm loving about this stand mixer. I love the fact that it's a beautiful color. It looks great in my kitchen. It matches all of my appliances, and it is, and I think it'll be beautiful in anybody's kitchen. Another thing that I really love about it is that it is 16.6 pounds. And I have a small kitchen, so there are times when I have to move my mixer around the kitchen, and being 16.6 pounds is a lot easier for me to carry. Another thing will be the presets, and I just absolutely love these presets because it takes the guesswork out of any mixing or beating or creaming or whisking or kneading or anything that I might do. Just like with tonight, I'm using the preset on the mix for 45 seconds. And the last thing that I love about the mixer is it just blends my ingredients perfectly to the bottom of the bowl. Okay, so I'm going to set this and mix my batter. Now, a lot of people will tell me, you must really love to cook, because I do cook quite a bit. It's budget friendly. But also, I only love to cook really when it's fast and easy. And that's one thing that I love about our Pampered Chef recipes, especially the taste buds. A lot of those recipes you can get to your table in 30 minutes, which fits my busy lifestyle. I also love that we have so many Pampered Chef products that help make our prep and cooking time faster, easier, and really more enjoyable too. Just like our mixer, our blender, the rapid prep mandolin, the simple slicer. So many of these products just make my life easier. Now, this is done, so I'm going to use this lever on the back and raise my top again. And I'm going to use this extra large scoop. You can use any scoop that you want, but I like the larger cookies. So this is also about 1/4 of a cup. So it's also perfect to use whenever you need to add mayonnaise or sour cream to a recipe. You don't have to mess up another measuring tool. So I have filled this scoop with the batter, and I'm just going to put it on one of our cookie sheets. And as you do these cookies, make sure that you put these cookies about 2 inches apart, because they're going to spread as you bake them. Now, this cookie sheet will, you can probably put about 6 cookies on the sheet, and then you're going to put it in the oven for 13 to 15 minutes, or until the tops of the cookies come out, and slightly cracked on top. And then you're going to bring those out and put them to the side and let them cool completely. Now, for time constraints, I went ahead and made these cookies in advance, and I used my blueberry buttercream frosting, which I made with my homemade blueberry jam. I have some right here, and I actually made this jam in our deluxe blender. Again, fast, easy, and it's delicious. So I just put this on top, and blueberry and lemon are 2 of my husband's favorites because, again, they're so springy. And every once in a while, I have to do something like this just to remind the man the reason why he married me. And so, by cooking, for one. Okay, now, I want to also remind you that our mixer is not just for desserts. Remember that it could also mix meats with seasonings and make a great meatloaf, great burgers. It can knead dough for those perfect rolls or breads. It can also put a quick dip together for an easy appetizer. But I hope that I've showed you tonight a really quick and easy and delicious spring dessert that you and your family will love. Have a great spring, everybody, and back to you, Sandy.
Thank you, Lori. That was so fun. And Lori, I don't think your husband needs a lot of reminders why he married you. That was so fun, and we loved watching you. Love those cake mix cookies. We're gonna frost ours. We happen to have some. But first, Abby has some fun info to share.
Yeah, so not only can our stand mixer do savory and sweet, but there's a couple different ways to get our stand mixer. So you can get our stand mixer by hosting. It's exclusively for purchase for hosts, 50% off. Or you can get our stand mixer if you join the business and become a Pampered Chef consultant. You can earn it in your first 30 days. So that's really cool. Also, I told you guys in the beginning that I was going to be watching the chat, see who's participating, because I think we had some fans of this thumb rest earlier, right? So let's make sure we can get some of you to try out this thumb rest on our
Mix and chop spatula.
Mix and chop spatula.
I
See,
told
I
you
need to
names
help
are
you. You
hard.
need to help me.
Yes.
There's a lot of different products to remember.
It is.
So, Diana Barnett, Adele Fitzgerald, Jamie Brizeldin, Lana LeClaire, and Patricia Moffat. Surprise, surprise, you're having a mix and chop spatula come your way with the thumb rest included.
Exactly.
And no extra charge.
We can't wait to see you show off that thumb rest. That was awesome. Congratulations, everybody. So we have our frosted cookies. Love this recipe. You can make it with any cake mix, any frosting. Love the blueberry jam tip. And by the way, why don't you share with us what was your favorite tip or recipe that you learned today? I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you to Zach.
You're welcome.
P.S. Zach's going to be a dad in a couple months, a new dad.
End of the month.
Let's show some hearts for Zach. So fun. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Lori. There's going to be a survey that will pop up. We would love for you to take the survey to give us some feedback how we can make these events great. Yeah. Maybe Zach will come back.
Maybe
Zach.
We'll see.
He'll be a
If I get enough
Zach.
love, well, who knows what can happen.
That's right. And if you like this cooking demo tonight, reach out to your Pampered Chef consultant on how you can become a part of future live events that are coming up quick. So that is our show. But if there are any questions, Zach and I are going to stick around for a couple minutes just to answer them for you.
Yeah, so the first question's for Zach.
Yeah.
You work on so many different products, Pampered Chef.
Yep.
What's the favorite of all the products you've worked on?
The Brilliance cookware is my absolute favorite. I put a lot of sweat equity into that bad boy. It works really, really good. It's super beautiful. So that's definitely my favorite product.
And it's 60% off for hosts this month. Okay, Sandy.
Yes.
What tips would you use for these two recipes to be vegetarian?
Well, the chicken recipe might be a little tricky, but you know what you could do? You could just make the whole mixture minus the chicken and put it on pasta.
Yeah.
So just like, it wouldn't really use the cast iron pan. Or you could do fish. I know some vegetarians eat fish. What would be good? Maybe like a milder white fish could be nice.
I like tilapia.
Tilapia might be nice. Maybe not salmon with the mozzarella, but I don't know. Let us know in the chat what you guys think. This recipe I mentioned before, you can use the plant-based meat crumbles, which would work just fine. They're making really nice ones these days. They get nice and browned, so that would be an easy fix for that recipe.
I think that's it. Anybody else? Last call. Put your questions in the Q&A.
We're ready
The
for
chat
some-
is moving too fast. I can't
Yes.
even read it. It's like a blur.
We're ready for cookies.
Yeah, I think we're good. So let's,
I'll get a sprinkle one.
Our guest gets a sprinkle on. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much
Thanks.
for watching. See you soon.